July 15, 2026. This is my two mango trees that I planted together. The first one is a Alphonso on a turpentine rootstock, and it has never given me any fruits, but I did have plenty of flowers over the years. This here I planted as a backup tree, as a seedling of a Autolfo, and it finally thickened up last year for me to graft on some stuffs. So I failed. This one was an M4 and that failed. My Nam Dok Mai number 4 unfortunately took. Well, I guess I'm glad it took. And then back here, this is another Alphonso. Let's just say I don't need two Alphonsos here. But it's an interesting experiment. It's my first graft of any mango varieties, and it's crazy because it's doing ridiculously good for just since September. So what, 6 months ago? Look at that. Look at that. This is just Nam Dok Mai. Let's take a look at that. The Alphonso. So here's my Alphonso, and yeah, look at it. It is definitely pretty good. So 1 year, and then here are my other grafts, and they were successful. This was an M4 that was successful, but I guess it got shaded out. Yeah. So, and then these guys too were successful too, but they don't like to be shaded out. So here I am looking at my squiggly turpentine rootstock. It sat here for years, having like the worst canopy, the worst floppy canopy, and I just ignored it. Then one day I noticed that it was bigger than it looked. So I stood it up, and it was like, oh shoot, I need to stake this thing. So I did, but obviously there's plenty of squigglies on this tree because I don't know what turpentine rootstocks does, but it's gonna make an interesting tree once I clean up all this junk. And well, who cares? I think it's doing great considering that I ignored it all these years. So yeah, and look at it go. It's pretty nuts. So then of course back here I also grafted a bunch of other M4s, and ooh, check that out. I wasn't there yesterday. And then this is also another M4. These leaves are awesome, right? I'm so excited because these leaves are like the healthiest looking mango-y looking thing ever. Anyways, and then some more grass down here. So what did not take? Well, the grass that I got from other people. This one stuck around for a while, and then I think because it was shaded, so it wasn't really happy about that. So then I started pushing from the base, and this here is my sweetheart, but I don't know. I feel like it's just not gonna go anywhere. Sweet tart's supposed to be a pretty vigorous variety, so I'm surprised. But I'm thinking the sun is the problem. And if sun becomes a huge problem, I might just like stick this a little further so that these guys will have more sunlight. I'm guessing these guys are healthy because of more sunlight. And I might just graft onto this guy just to the only issue about this area is I have these ficus that was installed in also at the same time I was grafting 6 months ago, and I mean there must be like 20 trees in here over densely planted for a reason of privacy, obviously, but that's also bad for my tree. So yeah. So we'll see. I'm getting plenty of flushes, and because it's competing with sunlight up there, I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm gonna let it grow as tall as possible. At least it had like a good 3 years running ahead. I finally took last year, so hopefully the root system is good down there, and if it's not, then come on tree, grow.